Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Al Johnson Show. Thank you all for watching. It is I, Al Johnson. As you can see, I am here with my really brand spanking new Binoc microphone. I am here today to do something I've always wanted to do, something I've always thought that could be an idea to do. And today, we're going to be doing a tier ranking video. Now, if you guys have been on YouTube and you've seen a bunch of YouTube videos doing tier rankings, you're asking yourself, what is a tier ranking? Well, there's this website called Tier Maker where you can either do like a tier list, like the best, solid, not so much, or the very low is the bottom, and you can either customize one of your own or just create your uh, own tier list, your own template. And I thought, you know what? After all these years, I'm gonna finally take a crack at it. But before we get into it, two things to know. Number one, this might be a two-parter or it could be a one-parter, but most likely it'll be a two-parter. So if at any point the video stops or you see like something that says, "Oh, go to the next video," then that's what it is, because there'll be a second part to this. So that way I can get all my thoughts into it to explain my tier listing. And also, as always, if you like the video and you maybe want to see more tier lists from me or more videos from me, make sure to do the following. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, and click the notification bell whenever new videos are released. And thank you all for watching. And now let's begin. Now, for this tier listing, I thought to myself, what could be a great tier list video? And I thought, I'm a wrestling fan, and the thing I love most about wrestling, other than characters, other than great payoffs, and especially great matches, is championship belts. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to do a tier listing of the WWE Championship belt designs, or just championship belts in general. And I have with me the tier listing right here. And what is the tier listing? Well, we have S tier, A tier, B tier, A tier, B tier, C tier, D tier, and F tier. And these are described as the following. For the A tier, we have Chef's Kiss, if you know, you know. Thumbs up for solid, just a solid design, solid work. Mid or hashtag mid is just, it's not the best, but it's not the worst either. Lazy effort, as in maybe other than 1.5 things that I like about it, just not good. And the bottom one reeks of Vince, aka the worst design. And don't believe me? Here it is right there. If you can see, there's my tier listing. So with that being said, let's get the party started, shall we? And we're gonna start with here. First up, we have the first version of the WWE version of the WCW Big Gold Belt, aka the World Heavyweight Championship. Now, this championship was very popular throughout the Ruthless Aggression era and into the PG era from 2002 to 2013. And it's been held by many wrestlers. It's been held by Triple H, Edge, Batista, Randy Orton, Chris Benoit, to name a few. And I've grown up with this championship. I love this championship. Now, for the WWE design, the gold is it's a tiny bit saturated. There's red rubies in it, which I don't think the big gold belt ever had red rubies on it. And because it's WWE's version, the WWE logo is on there. The old WWE logo. Attitude Era logo, but only just W, no F in it. And so for me, this championship belt design, despite my nostalgia, is going into the thumbs up category. I love the belt; it's a solid belt, but just certain things needed to be like tweaked to make it right. Next up, we have the current WWE Women's Tag Team titles. These belts came into play in the PG era because Sasha Banks, now Mercedes Moné, and Bayley were always talking about how they want there to be women's tag team championship belts because there's a roster that has a bunch of women that aren't available to compete for the women's championship. And of course, there's no mid-card championship, like no women's IC title, what have you. And there's great teams, or there's some teams on the roster that would benefit from having their own tag team belts. And as for me, these belts are mid. And what do I mean by that is, not just the design is decent. I remember when they debuted, or when they re-debuted, and how they've been booked. It's just like, there's been some solid women's tag team champions. As a matter of fact, as of last night from WWE Backlash in France, we got new champions in the name of Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill. But also, this championship is marred with controversy and, dare I say, cursed. Because it seems like whoever holds these belts winds up getting injured. But as a design, it's decent enough, but I'm not really all crazy about it either. So to me, it's mid. Next up, we have the Monday Night Raw version of the what was the brand new WWE Universal Championship, and no question, it reeks of Vince. It is not a good belt design. This was debuted SummerSlam 2016, and it was down to Seth Rollins and Finn Balor to see who would be the inaugural champion. And leading up to it, everyone had thoughts about what the championship would look like, how it was going to be, and then when it was revealed, it was basically the WWE Championship, but just red. It was so bad to the point that before and during the match, the crowd was heckling it, trashing it, not even caring about the match, which was sad. But the red version and also the blue version when we went to SmackDown didn't really have much prominence at all. I mean, you can count on one hand the great matches that's been for the championship. It's only until when Roman Reigns had his second reign with it as the tribal chief that the championship started gaining relevancy. But overall, this championship, red or blue, trash. Just trash. And speaking of the current WWE Championship, we have the WWE Championship that debuted after SummerSlam 2014 when Brock Lesnar held the championship after beating John Cena within 10 minutes. And if you guys don't know, a long while back, I made a video about how lazy the WWE Championship belt designs are, and I specifically talked about that championship. So because I said championship belts mainly based on this design, this current design, or current-ish, is lazy. So, lazy effort. I mean, because basically it's just a big old WWE logo. Like there's nothing really to it. I mean, I like the nice swoosh of the red. There's a nice gold on it, but it's just lazy. It just reeks of lazy. And also, the other WWE Championship belt design that came when The Rock debuted 11 years ago after beating CM Punk in the at Royal Rumble 2013 and in his 434-day title reign. and it kickstarted the current era where whoever's the champion get their own custom side place. Now, growing up, I remember how you know who was a champion is you see the nameplate on the main championship. Now it's the side place. And the current WWE Championship overall belt design is stemmed from this championship, this 2013 ever championship. So also as well, lazy effort. So yeah, not really much to it. Then, time for the controversial one. We have the WWE Spinning Championship belt made by or made for John Cena, who not only debuted on SmackDown in 2005, but was prevalent throughout the Ruthless Aggression era and the PG era, and throughout until we had the WWE Championship belt design that we've had for 11 years. Now, I grew up with this championship. At the time, it was cool because it was different and it was unique for John Cena. But even when John Cena wasn't holding the championship, it was almost like Triple H or Randy Orton or CM Punk. It's like, or even The Miz. It's like, why are you holding that championship? That belongs to John Cena. That makes no sense. It's just weird seeing the WWE Championship and the logo spins and wrestlers trying their best to still uphold how important the championship is, but it just looks like a toy. So again, even though I grew up with it, I have fond memories of it. Overall, mid. It is a mid championship belt design. It's legendary, but it is so mid. Next, we have the WWE Championship belt hemp version made for the real Daniel Bryan. Now, this was during Daniel Bryan's villain era back in 2018 when he was talking about protecting the environment and, oh, you people are trash because you destroy the environment, you waste things, you eat things, you're a carnivore, I'm a vegan, and blah, blah, blah. And to go with his environmentalist gimmick, he had his own championship belt design that was made out of pure hemp and wood. And I remember there was so much backlash toward that. But I thought for the character and for the brief time we had it, while Daniel Bryan had it, it was nice. So, again, it's going to be controversial. I'm going to go thumbs up. Because it worked for the right character and it worked for the brief time we had it. And overall, I think the design is nice. Again, that's just me personally. Next up, we have the WWE Undisputed Championship belt from the Ruthless Aggression era. And honestly, chef's kiss. I had this championship replica toy growing up. I love the championship. I mean, it was the championship Brock Lesnar held when he won the championship on my 10th birthday, SummerSlam 2002. Eddie Guerrero held it. JBL held it. John Cena held it briefly before he got his own championship. It's like, there are so many fond memories with this championship. And it's a beautiful design. You really can't go wrong with it because honestly, the championship, it just meant a lot to me growing up, and I don't know what to tell you. It's just I just love the design. It's meant a lot to me. So yeah, chef's kiss. You just love to see it. Stay tuned for part 2.